Hello everyone, and welcome back to DMG. Let's think of things that might go in a 3.5-inch drive bay in your computer. Let's see, maybe another hard drive, a memory card reader, maybe even a floppy drive. Now let's think of what goes on the desk when you're using a computer. Obviously you need the computer, might be on the floor, not the desk though. Of course you need a keyboard and a mouse, so you can actually interact with the computer. And you might want a speaker so you can get sound. But there's something missing. There's something very obvious missing, and it's the monitor. Or is it missing? Let's go back to what I was saying earlier about drive bays. Because today I've got something you certainly would not expect to ever find in a drive bay. That's right, I'm the first person to put a screen inside of a computer. I know, what can I say? I am a true innovator. And it's upside down. It'll fix itself once we get into the operating system. There was no good way to mount it right side up, so I just had to mount it upside down and then flip it in the graphics card drivers. But trust me, once we get into Windows, it will be the right way up. Hey look, it's Windows 10 on a tiny display. Now these buttons up here are actually our menu keys for the display. Now the menu of the display is upside down. There's your plus and minus, your up and down. You can change various things about it. You know, switch your AV inputs, all of that. Here, I'm going to move the camera a bit farther down so you can actually see the display. Alright, as you can see here, this is no sorcery being done. This is just Windows 10. Now, why did I make this? Well, basically, I posted a picture of this system online. Someone said the front of the case looks like a Nokia, and you really can't unsee it once you hear that. It does. It's got, like, these would be the buttons. That's your, like... The Nokia has green and red buttons up here, so that would be your, like, dial and hang up. There's even, like, a larger button where those USB ports would go. And of course it's got the screen where, well, now where the screen is, but where the drive bays once were. So, when I saw people comparing it to a Nokia, and even one guy who literally just suggested put a screen in it, I was like, okay, so how about I do? So, that's exactly what I did. You can see we've got a lovely reflection at the bottom. And, I mean, this is just Windows 10. The reflection really looks like something I'd make in Cinema 4D. Like the reflection on the bottom of the, of where it is. Because it's actually recessed a good inch into the case. Which makes it even less useful. Okay, this is really challenging. No, that's not the right one. Here we go. I'm going to go into my software library, games, here we go, and copy to the desktop two games that I'm going to use to test it. And then this is the same demo that same computer that I tested those ATI demos on, so that's what I'm going to run as well. I'll turn down, whoops, that was the wrong way. There we go. I'll turn down the brightness a bit. How about we do that cool car paint one? Yep. For its size, it actually isn't, like, offensively bad. Like, of course, it's not going to be the best display you've ever seen. But when it comes to displays of this tiny of a size, it's actually not awful. Let's see, if we made any progress? A little bit. Using a NAS over Wi-Fi is one of the worst imaginable things. Here, let's try some more demos while we're at it. Whatever this one is, I'm opening it. Oh no. It's not what I meant to do. Oh, it's the brains. Let's see, I can probably find a better one. Why does this mouse just keep glitching around? Oh, it's the bubbles! That was actually one of the first things I tested on this display the first time I tested it. Because again, I did test it before this video because I wanted it to be working the moment that I hit that power switch. I wonder if the island demos will work, because those are cool. I'll start with this one. I recall liking it. Oh, that's upside down. Oh, that's trippy. I'll get the camera a bit more level. Yeah, so it ran upside down. Not quite what I was hoping for there. Text is pretty illegible. Now this is actually a 16:9 display. I don't know what actual resolution it is, but it's probably like 320 by 240. Or, you know, something super low. I don't think 320 by 240 is 16:9. No, because that's half of 640 by 480. And it seemed appropriate to pick no other video than the one I originally picked this system up in. It's a really, really grainy resolution. But I mean, hey, it's my room. What can I say? Whoever gets this room next year won't know what happened here. All of the PCs that passed through this hallowed space. Looks like all of our first game has finished. This looks like the executable. Now, this thing has such a low contrast ratio. It has really low, like, viewable angles. So I'm actually looking at it through the camera screen, which is angled slightly up towards my face. So this is really useless to me because I'm so tall. But if you're either 4 foot tall standing on the floor, or sitting in a really short chair, or you're just short. Did I double click it? Oh, I double clicked the wrong executable. There are 2 in Unity projects. Oh, I turned on windowed. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So as you can see, it's not really a thing you want to use. Let's see. I'll get this guy. Honestly, this is a worse experience than that 5-inch black and white CRT. I recommend you go watch that video. It's called, I think, Playing Modern Games on a Black and White CRT. This is impressive though. Like, the fact that a display that will fit inside the front panel of a computer can actually do this is just kind of cool. Like, yeah, I just used a cheap dash cam display that I have lying around, and it's not really that high resolution or anything. But, you know, the fact that I could literally make this with... It only took about 30 minutes, and it was completely free. So, hey, I'll take it. I'm not going to fall off the edge like I did in my HD 5870 benchmark video. I don't think I showed any footage of that. I pretty much immediately died like 5 seconds in. Oh, crap. I suck at my own game. It's been too long since I've played this. It's a sign that I need to benchmark more GPUs, show off more horrible little screens. There we go. Oh, these guys are hard to hit on this screen, like while you're moving. Whatever the refresh rate of this display is, it is not smooth in the slightest. Where is he? The hell? Okay. Yeah, so it's not good if you want to play this game. Which honestly, why would you want to play this game? But I'll try the Lego one. Maybe that's a bit better. You can see our GPU is having fun. The fan is ramping up because this case has negative airflow. Like I'm pretty sure it removes even more air from the components than a fully sealed case. I'm not talking about negative pressure. Hello, donkey. Oh, God. Bro, the guy almost shot me. And never did I think I would be playing a Lego platformer game on the 3-inch display built into my front panel. I'm sorry, the air conditioning is coming on. The GPU must be heating up this room so much that the air conditioning is coming on. Wow, this is this is hilarious. Once I finish with my little amount of gaming, with doing a little gaming, I almost died. Yes, once we finish with our gaming, I shall show you how I have it hooked up. And it's pretty much it's as poorly as you would expect something like this to be hooked up. Alright, I do think that that's pretty much all I can do. I do want to demonstrate the buttons one last time because I don't think I did that very well initially. So this is your open the menu button, next menu item, and then that's your adjust up and down. So you can turn the saturation all the way down and actually get a black and white display. Which it kind of looks better in black and white because the colors aren't that good. Alright, here we go. It's the big reveal. You know what? I should probably turn it off first. Now the thing is, this board keeps providing power to USB devices even when the computer itself is turned off. It just keeps USB devices running. So because this screen is powered from a USB port, unless I turn off the power supply and wait a couple seconds, it just doesn't turn off, which is a bit bothersome. Alright, I'm going to unplug everything except for what I need to demonstrate. Here we go. You can now see my sorcery. Yep, the HDMI cable goes back into the computer, and so does this USB cable. And also, it's got this weird 12-volt umbilical cord. Gotta show you what all of those do. The big reveal. Yeah, it's a mess. There we go, that should be a bit more visible. So in here, we've of course got our video card. This is an AV converter box, so it takes an HDMI signal and outputs it to AV. So that's what all this AV and HDMI cable just in here are. if I actually keep this, I'll probably buy like a 6-inch HDMI cable or like a 1 foot if those exist, and just run it just long enough so that it reaches that. So basically, when I pop the front panel off, there we go. You can see in there, it's just that simple. I have the screen and just the wires from it running back into the case. There we go. And actually, fun story, up here I've taped the back part of the display because the wires actually run in a little hole through it. So I would have had to desolder all of the wires to get them out of that plastic part. So instead of doing that, I just lazily taped it to the top of the case. Now, as I said earlier, your AV converter and everything down here, this is all video. But back here, this red is power. Now, conveniently, this video box takes 5 volts, and this screen takes 12 volts, which are both voltages found from a PC power supply. So I could splice a Molex connector and solder those in, which I probably will, because it's too cool to not make permanent. Like, I want that to be a prominent feature of this PC, that it has a screen on it. Right? I want to see what happens if I use it in tandem with another, with another monitor that's like actually a decent one. Oh yeah, and if I were to make it so that the screen is on the Molex power, that would also be great, because it and the converter box would only turn on when the PC itself is on, which is exactly what I want, because again, as I said earlier, this board keeps USB accessories powered, even when, like, as long as the PSU is on, then the USB accessories are on. Okay, so it does show the post screen on both displays. I have to figure out a way I can sit so that I don't block visibility of either of these monitors. I'm going to swing my camera screen out a little. Okay, perfect. Now, an actually useful application of this display would be having, for example, Task Manager up on it, so that you could be, I don't know, playing your little video games and, you know, actually see what's going on. Let's launch something that this thing can handle. You could put your Steam downloads on it. This is the ideal computing experience. It truly is. This is the dual monitor dream that I'm living right here. This is me fighting off all the people that say laptops already exist. You just made a really inefficient 30-pound laptop. Oh, it's the rip-off Squid Game one. Damn it. Let's go! I'm so good. I am the best fake Fall Guys player. God damn it. Okay, that took too long. God. Oh! I didn't die! I did not fall and die. I just got eliminated without dying. I'm not sure that's any better, though. Oh, and they added all this premium crap. Back when this game was early access, it was good, but they've just ruined it now. Also, this statistics display is kind of useful. Like, if the game wasn't forced full screen, you could switch and see how much RAM you're wasting, and it's actually kind of cool. Like, I want something like this on my main PC now. Is this the only map in the game? I swear. When I tested the 5870, it was one of the only maps that I got. Now it's one of the only maps that I'm getting twice in a row. There we go, let's go. See, I'm good at this game. I'm good at this game still. New record! It's obviously because I'm using this performance display. It makes me such a pro gamer. Now, fam, not gonna get me. I never die in video games. Let's go. I can read the CPU clock speed. It's 2.52 gigahertz. This game actually runs pretty decently on this graphics card. And of course on this CPU and RAM, you know, it's fine. I'd rather not get toasted. Aha. Bro, imagine toast. What? Okay, we've got a lot who have qualified. No. If I don't make it this time, I'm not gonna qualify. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I'm not jumping to my death. What? No! It's left control when you pick those up to use them. Okay, I'm not gonna qualify now. Yeah, this game is actually a lot lighter on CPU and RAM than I was remembering. No, it's this one again. I swear they're conspiring against me. They've logged in the server the maps that I'm bad at and are only giving those today. Ah. This will probably be the last one and then I'll wrap it up. Because this, in fact, has gone on quite long. Okay. Yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, see you next time.